YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, professional Madden player T Davis. In today's video, I just want to do a quick little breakdown of the best passing settings and settings overall in College Football 25 that you need to be using in order to win more games and get better. We're going to break down the passing mechanics a lot here, but I'll also talk about the regular settings, the visual feedback settings that I use as well to kind of help you see the field better, to help everything overall help you improve in this game. So if you do enjoy tips like this and you want more, make sure you are subscribed here to the channel. Hit the like if you can. It is free to do so, both to subscribe and hit the like on this video. I really appreciate it and it helps me out a ton. If you have any questions about this or any of the videos on my channel, we've been posting a ton of College Football 25 tip videos here on the channel, so check them out. But if you have any questions about this or them, any of them at all, let me know down in the comments below. Appreciate it so much. We're going to be posting a ton of college football content throughout the year, as well as once Madden 25 drops, just trying to help you guys improve as players here on my channel. So keep it locked. Make sure you're subscribed. We're going to run a quick little promo, and then we'll jump right into it. The best passing settings and gameplay settings you need to use in College Football 25. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys check out payhip.com/tdavisbrand, where you can find all my offensive and defensive ebooks for College Football 25. I also have coaching sessions available, 30-minute and 60-minute coaching sessions. But as you can see here, we did drop the Georgia offensive ebook. Make sure you check it out. You can beat every single coverage in the game with this ebook. Over 35 minutes of video breakdown, close to 20 play setups. We can attack all areas of the field, some of the best route combos in this Georgia offensive playbook. And as well as that, make sure you check out my defensive ebook, the 3-3-5 tight playbook here. It has some of the best nano blitzes you will find if you're struggling on defense, with 27 play setups, over 35 minutes of video. We can disguise coverages. We build defensive schemes. There's 7 formations covered in this ebook, so check them out. payhip.com/tdavisbrand, or check out the link in the description below, as well as my 30 and 60-minute coaching sessions where you can improve as a Madden or college football player, whether you want to go over offense, defense, game management, clock management, practice mode, labbing, getting better for tournaments, whatever the case may be. You can get a 60-minute coaching session with professional player T Davis, aka me, if you want to improve your game. So check all these things out down the link in the description below, or go to payhip.com/tdavisbrand. Also, before we get into today's video, have you ever wanted to stake on top college football and Madden football gamers and win big? Then you gotta check out 1v1me. It's an esports staking platform that's now letting you stake on the top sports gamers in the world. 1v1me has paid out over $35 million to winners and has a 4.8 star rating on the App Store. Here's how it works. Go to the link in the description below. Download the app. You must be 18 years or older and located in the USA, Canada, UK, or Europe. Sign up, place your stake, and watch the action unfold. Okay, so let's start here with the game options. I'm in the settings mode here in the main menu. Super simple, super easy. I use placement and accuracy for my passing type. Now, we have 3 options. We have actually 4 options. So we have the classic passing, which, as you guys know, the old way to do it, it's been in, up until, what was it, last year? We had classic passing every single year in Madden and, of course, in college football back in the day. That's the simple one. You just you throw it to the receiver, you press the button, you hold it down for a bullet, you tap it for a lob, right? It says here, the classic passing controls that give more control on the arc of the pass. So yeah, it's the old school passing in Madden. I would say if you're more of a beginner, it's the way to go. I think you could just go to revamped passing, though, if you were to do that. They're relatively similar in that scenario, but I'm sure most of you guys know what classic passing is. Revamped passing says here, the classic passing controls that give more control of the arc of the pass with the ability to perfectly throw passes. Based on ratings and pass context, the player can take some power off of their throw to make more accurate passes. So it's basically the classic passing. They've just revamped it, as it says in the name, to make it more accurate, more reflective of the player's rating. So I would say if you're a beginner out there, you've just picked up college football for the first time in 10 years, or you've never played Madden a day in your life, I would go with the revamped passing to start out, right? When we get to the placement accuracy, which I use, it's a little bit more advanced. It's a little bit tougher to get down. You can get it down, though, once you master it. But I think if you're just starting out, you want a good feel of the game, start with the revamped passing. learn to pass the ball a decent bit, and then you can move on to placement and accuracy. Placement. Now, placement is just one part of it here. It's not the accuracy portion onto it. It says here, enables visual targets to control the pass placement and power. This leaves accuracy determined by player rating. So, you won't have some things that the placement and accuracy has. You won't use that left trigger to kind of guide it and lead it where you want, which is what I love. You're basically just going to utilize the power on the placement. So you won't be able to kind of really thread the needle and put it where you want it. It's fine. I would say you keep gradually going, right? You start with the revamped, then you maybe move to placement, and then you get to the placement and accuracy, which is what I use. I use that left trigger to guide and lead all my passes where I want. Now, I don't use the passing slowdown. You can't even use that online. Placement accuracy, it says here, enables a timing element for the perfect accuracy on bullet passes on top of visual targets to control the pass placement and power. So you're kind of going to hold that left trigger and pass lead it where you want, and you want to get, there's a meter that'll pop up, and you want to get it on the blue as much as possible. If you can't get it in green, it's fine. You just want to avoid reds at all times with the placement accuracy. Pass lead increase, I use none, but I have messed with small a little bit. I would definitely not use medium and large. That's going to really, you're going to overthrow a lot. You're already going to, overthrow a little bit if you're not super dialed in with the placement and accuracy. So the most I would go is small, right? You can get a little pass lead increase when you use that left trigger. And I really like it on things like corner routes and post routes, things of that nature. More of the underneath stuff, drags, flats, hitches, I'll just kind of regularly pass it. But things like corner routes, streaks, posts, things like that, comebacks, curls even, I'll use the placement accuracy using that left trigger, but I keep it on none. I think the most you could go to is small. You could definitely mess with it. Reticle speed, I use the max at 20. The quicker it gets out for me. I know some pro players that use 3. They go all the way down to 3. I know some that use, 7 and 8. I like it at 20 right now. I kind of mess around with it. You should mess around with it to see what you like the most. But I think the best options would be like really low, in the middle at 7 or 8, and 20, and just kind of get a feel for where you're comfortable at. Do you want it low? Do you want it medium? Do you want it high? Like I said, just lab it, practice it, and get a feel for it. Right now, I'm rocking with 20, but I remember last year in Madden specifically, I think I used 7, maybe 8. But like I said, I know a lot of the top pro players using 3 out there, and a lot of the pros use 20 as well, and they use 7. So it really just depends on your style, what you feel most comfortable with. So that pretty much does it for the passing settings. Let's take a look here, just some of my regular settings real quick, just to give you guys the full kind of rundown of what I'm going with here. Reticle visibility, I use user only. I don't really want to see the other user and computer's reticle. Same thing with the meter. Auto flip I have off, but that, we talked about in the coaching adjustments. If you haven't check out that video. It breaks down what I use in game for coaching adjustments. I'll mix around between auto flip on and off. Defensive ball hawk I use on here. User controlled defenders will auto move in position to play a catch with executing the catch mechanic while the ball is in the air. I just think it helps out a little bit better on defense when I'm trying to get a pick, get in position. They'll go up right where I need them to get that pick. Defensive heat seeker I have off. This thing I used to have on, and I'm like, man, what is going on? So this is basically when, say, someone breaks away on a big run and you're trailing behind them and you can't tackle them. It's like when you have it on, the computer is like just basically running behind them for some reason. It's like you can't get control of it and you can't make the tackle. So I turn that off completely. I want to rely on my user. I would say if you're a real beginner, maybe keep it on for a while just to get a feel. But I think I have it off. I rely on my user. I don't want the computer just kind of jogging behind them when I need to make a tackle in a critical moment in the game. Defensive switch assist I have off as well. Similar thing to that heat seeker where, I want complete control, right? I don't want any assisting on these tackles or on these kind of recovery things when I'm behind them. I want it off. I want complete control there. Control player art, I always have the player art on. This is a little thing that I don't think a lot of people notice, but I like to see what I have my user defender in at all times. When I'm using it, it'll always be on for me. And then let's go over to the visual feedback here for you guys. Go square, cross, triangle. Doesn't really matter. Do whatever you want in that situation. On-field visual feedback, I like on. I like to see, the feedback when I'm catching, passing, all those things of that nature. Defensive pass coverage, though, I do have off. I don't want to see that. Sometimes I feel like it messes me up when I'm, trying to defend an area, or I don't want to see too much in those situations. Same thing on the other side with the receiver visual assist. I have that off. Coaching tips off. Two important things down here. Have your camera toggle and passing cam always off. Sometimes if you press down the D-pad by accident when you're making adjustments and you have this on, it'll change your camera view, and you're like, what the heck's going on? So you don't want that as well. That'll just mess up your defense and setting it up. I keep vibration off as well, just some small things, but that's all preference, of course. So that's it for this video, guys. Just want to break down the settings of a pro player, the best passing settings in the game, in my opinion. If you did enjoy this, please subscribe to the channel, hit this video with a like, and comment below any questions you have. We will be back with plenty more college football 25 tips here on the channel. Till next time, peace. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with all my exclusive content here on my YouTube channel. And don't forget to click the links in the description below if you want more cool stuff from your boy.